Hello, hello, Sign YouTube. How are you guys? Welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if this is your first time, the Spiritual Insight Guidance Network. My name is Angie, and today we're going to do the weekend reading. So this is for Saturday and Sunday, April 3rd and April 4th, 2021. We're going to hop into it, pull some cards, see exactly what the message is, and see what we need to know on this beautiful, beautiful Easter weekend. So I hope you all get a chance to spend some time with family, or at least call family and have a good meal. Now there is a card that already flew out. There's one that's sticking out. Oh wow, it's kind of funny because I pulled this card the other day. So I'm gonna pull these and then we'll get into it. Okay. Okay. All right. So the first card that we have here is Awakening. This is a massive, huge card and shift. This is your number 1111. This is your angel numbers 333, 444, whatever numbers that you've been seeing. If you know what I'm talking about, this is spiritual awakening. Okay, this is like how the only words that are coming to my mind and to my mouth right now about this particular card is literally like the gates of spiritual awakening are like, it's like these big iron gates that just open. Okay. And all of a sudden it's like it's like, okay, I understand now. I understand more about this physical world that we live in. I'm feeling differently. All of a sudden it's like, you've linked up with the universe or spirit or God. Okay. And this is literally an awakening. Okay. So what I would like to say to you guys watching this video this weekend, okay, if you are awake, you know what I'm talking about. Okay, so this could be another level to your awakening. This could be another understanding of your awakening. Okay, it's not just, oh, okay, I'm awake and that's it. No, there's like layers and levels and work and dark night of the soul, and then and then it kind of like plateaus, and then you like have like another dark night of the soul. It's like this is a healing journey. Okay. A spiritual awakening is a healing journey in which you are how do I even want to describe that? Understanding who you are on many different layers and levels of your being, and finding your life purpose and understanding yourself in the world on so many different layers and levels in which you have never understood before. Okay? This is literally opening the energetic gateways to that. Okay? So this is a very, very powerful card. This is understanding, seeing things, seeing through the veil. Okay? What do I mean by that? Possibly having some sort of experiences. Like I said, synchronicities, numbers, license plates. Actually having some sort of physical, experience. I don't even know why I want to say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. It's like peeking through the veil and actually seeing things that do exist that you never thought existed before. Okay. So it's like, I don't really want to go down that hole. There's lots of holes we can go down. Okay. So, this is really you on your journey, wherever you are on your journey in your path, okay? This is awakening you literally to some other layer or level or section or sector, which is where that word is coming to my mind. It's a process, okay? So there's a different layer to the process could possibly be coming to light to you this weekend. Okay. Now, I would really love to say that with this Easter weekend, you know, for my QAnons out there, you know, Easter is supposed to be something very, very sort of profound, or, you know, it's just supposed to be a very good Easter. Okay. But, you know, we can't get attached to dates and times and timelines and all of that. Okay. So we are all on an awakening path. We are all on an awakening journey, whether we know it or not, whether we are asleep or whether we are awake. Okay. This is like, I can go really deep into this. And so I would like to leave it there and just say that there's a potential this weekend for your family to wake up, for your friends to wake up, people to question, you know, themselves, what's happening in the world, you know, and stumbling upon some information or some synchronicities or numbers, or like seeing your angels, or seeing a loved one that's on the other side. You know, you have some sort of information that is sort of like waking you up and shaking you up and saying, hey, listen, the life in which you've been living in this reality isn't what you think it is. It's so much more magical. And we have such a deeply profound mission and soul purpose, each and every single one of us. So, you know, and it's wakening up to that. Okay, so I'm going to leave that there. Very, very profound card, okay? Very profound card. Now, oh, wow. Okay, this is interesting because this was the card, the first card. Then there was a card that was stuck underneath that card, and then I had pulled the second card. So this is very interesting because the card that was underneath that is power. Now, this is all about self-empowerment. Okay, this is all about your solar plexus chakra. Okay, I pulled this card recently, I know, in the April reading. So I find it interesting that it's coming up again, okay, for this weekend, because also we have strength here. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, okay, but we have a lot of swords going on here, okay? The sword, literally, this is like all about us being the warriors that we are and stepping into the light, stepping up for what we believe in, staying in our hearts and understanding that this spiritual journey in which we are on is asking us to hold the light for the rest of the planet, you know, and to do the work that we need to do and to step into our gifts and share our gifts and our knowledge and our knowing with the planet, with Mother Earth, to move and shift her, okay, and everyone on it in a new direction, okay? This is positive, positive, positive change. We could look at this collectively as like, listen, you know, the world is waking up and we're all being asked to step into our personal power and to have strength to keep going. Okay. Now, if we're going to look at this as an individual level, this is the individual process and journey and healing journey in which you are on, awakening to yourself and coming back into who you are and understanding who you are on all these layers and levels, and understanding that you are powerful and you can manifest and you can set intentions and using your power and stepping into that. And, you know, it's your God-given right to be, you know, authentic and an alchemist, and to understand that, you know, your journey and to take the lessons and to step into that and help everyone else around you. And we, you know, and to step into your strength and understand that where you're going on this journey, I know isn't sometimes necessarily easy, but to keep moving forward in your strength and to have that strength and that courage and to keep your sword high and to know that you are shielded by the armor of God and that you are moving forward, you know, anchored in the grounds and suspended with, you know, your angels and your guides and your spiritual team all around you as you are, you know, going through this process, okay? Coming into your power, understanding what that means, and, you know, and stepping into your strength and gathering your strength at these times, at these hard, difficult times in your personal life, and also at these times in the world that doesn't, that sometimes these things don't make sense to any of us. And sometimes, we have ideas about what's really happening. And we're all just trying to do the best that we can every single day on this journey. Okay. Now, this is interesting because I just said I'm just trying to enjoy every day of the journey. Well, guess what? Enjoy the journey. This is interesting. Okay, so we have wandering path. Okay, so this says to me that it's like, this is all about the spiritual awakening path, and your personal journey is not one in which a goal is meant to be completed and then that is the end. There is always something after. There's always something next to come. Okay, so yes, it is starting and completing and, starting cycles and ending cycles to start new cycles, but it's all about enjoying the path along the way. We're all trying to get somewhere when, you just need to be happy about where you are right now in the moment. And that's really what this is saying is, you can have a plan. You can have, you can decide that you're going to choose something different, but it's saying, hey, let's take the path of least resistance. Let's pave a path. Let's make our own trail. People don't have to understand why you want to do things or what your belief systems are. You can help guide them, but this is saying enjoy what comes on your path. Enjoy the journey. Enjoy the people that come. Enjoy the ups and the downs. Enjoy the moment that you have now. Enjoy the happy times. Enjoy the sad times. It's literally saying, listen, there's so much to be learned on the path and on the journey. It's not about the end goal. It really is about the process. And Dana will always say, and Dana has said this to me multiple times, that, when she gets all crafty and stuff, I don't know why I always quote Dana a lot, but Dana said, when she likes to, get crafty and make things and make jewelry and, make all these things, she's like, for her, she'll make it. And then at the very end, she has this beautiful creation. And then she just takes it apart and she makes something else, because to her, it's not about the end. It's not about the end result. It's about the journey in piecing it together, and the feelings and the emotions and the aha moments and the light bulb moments and the conversation and the ideas that come floating in and through as she's creating something beautiful. It's not about, the end game, And so, yes, there are goals. We do, we live in a society in which, where we, are programmed and we need to make money in order to live and survive in this world currently. And so, there is an end game, an end goal at times, but it's saying, like, let's not be so worried about, just blazing our trail there. It's saying, hey, like, let's stop and take a look at the roses, and, stop and investigate a new store, and, let's stop and sit and meditate for a while, and let's ponder, and, let's take the long road, and let's check out the scenery, let's pay attention to what's happening around us through this journey versus, just going with the motions of the same mundane routine day after day after day after day. Okay. Now, this is so interesting because we have wandering path, and now we have choosing your path. So we have the wandering path. Okay. And then we have choosing your path, which was in reverse. Okay. And this is all is possible. Okay. So I think really what this is saying, this is so interesting, because this reading is almost like, listen, this awakening process is making you step into your self-empowerment, into yourself, like your boundaries, knowing who you are, stepping up in the world, your beliefs. It's changing our mindsets. It's moving forward. It's stepping into what our God-given birthright is. okay? And having that strength and courage to continue and to do those things and to allow those things to come into our lives and to really just like, you know, how do I want to say this? It's the swords in the tarot are coming up to my mind, and it's all about intellect and the way we think and our thought process, okay? So I feel like there might be a potential this weekend that there is a lot of mental activity, okay? But also there's a lot of trying to figure out which way to go, you know? Which way is up, which way is down? You know, it's almost like, well, I can go this way or I can go that way. I don't know if this is the right way. I don't know if that's the right way, you know? Or some of us might be feeling like, you know, we don't know what the hell freaking path we're on, but we are enjoying the journey. Some of us I know are enjoying the journey and, you know, living van life and, you know, whatever else and just, you know, going with the flow on a daily basis, you know. And then there's some of us that are like having maybe a little bit of a trouble, you know, trying to understand really maybe what we want in our lives and trying to choose those paths. And maybe there's this says to me that there might be a little bit of a challenge here in the way that we're thinking. We have to understand that we can step into our power and we can choose multiple paths. We don't have to just choose one. We can choose multiple things, and nothing that you choose is going to be wrong, because there might be certain things that you have to explore. You might have to explore one thing in order to actually get you over to a different path that had nothing to do with this path in order to get you on the path that you should have been on in the first place. But you never would have chose that because you didn't even know that that path existed if you didn't go this way. Which this one took you this way, which took you that way, which took you here, which connected you to this path, which was the path that you were meant to be on all along. I hope you stayed with me there. So, choosing your path. All is possible. Okay, really the way that I'm seeing this is that we need to understand, okay, with our self-empowerment and the strength, that we do have the strength in order to create anything that we want in our life, okay? Gather up your bootstraps, people. All is possible. You just have to say yes, okay? You just have to say yes to the journey, okay? But you also need to say yes to the journey and understand that, you know, you need to kind of like it, you know? Don't choose something and then sort of think, oh man, you know what? I don't know why I chose that. This is kind of miserable. Well, then maybe that's not the path that you should be on. At least enjoy. You know, be happy regardless, you know? All right, we're going to pull a celebration card here. This is a very interesting kind of reading, man. So this weekend, any last words, any last card, last information for these cards for this Saturday and Sunday for the sign reading. Last information here. All right, I have this card that is sticking out in the opposite direction. Do you see it here? So that is the one we're going to pick. Listening. Listening. This is literally saying, hey, we need to listen to our souls, okay? Because this is a soul journey that we're on, okay? This is a soul path, a soul awakening, a soul ascension journey, okay? And we need to listen. We need to listen to our inner strength, our inner power, listen to where the decisions and the choices and the paths in which we want to take. Listen to where we're guided this weekend. Okay, and this isn't even just this weekend. This is listening as best as you possibly can, looking for the signs. Bring your awareness, you know, look around, take a look around you. What do you see? You know, and that's where this wandering path comes in, is that it's like, you know, we're not so focused on the end game, or we're not so focused on this goal or this completion, that we're actually taking the time to look around and we're listening to the signs and the messages and the gifts and the, you know, intuitive instructions that we're being given along this journey and this path, which is helping us, okay, to understand that we can turn this around, that all is possible. It is all possible, okay? We just need to, you know, we've got the strength here, okay? Literally. It can be done, okay? So with that being said, I'm going to end it here. I hope you all have a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful Easter. I'm super stoked to hear you know, any awakening stories, any sort of aha awakening moments, any leveling up, anyone who's awake that all of a sudden had a family member become awake, or I'm very intrigued and interested in order to really see what is happening this weekend as far as Easter, and you know, if there's any sort of massive, huge shift in the world. So we will see, my beautiful friends. So stay tuned and listen to yourself, listen to your intuition, and yeah, keep me updated, comment, like, share this video, and I will see you all next week for the week reading. As always, thank you for allowing me to do this work. Namaste. Bye for now.